It's a hockey stream on episode 539 of the VIG Lounge as the Vegas Golden Knights hit the road to take on the Predators in Music City. And I realized that my camera is another POS and I have to fix it yet again. But can the Golden Knights take their winning ways from the Fortress to Music City, or will they fall and get mauled by the Nashville Predators? There's only one way to find out. Before we do that, please remember to like, share, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. With housekeeping out of the way, let's jump right in to the Golden Knights and Preds here on the VIG Lounge. Okay, the camera's not cooperating, so I guess we're going to go without it for a little while. Puck carried in by Ivan Barbashev. Golden Knights lost the opening draw to the surprise of absolutely nobody who watches this channel on a regular basis. But the first save is for Nashville, as Ivan Barbashev had a glorious opportunity. Does not appear that we are facing the Preds' top goalie, as I do not see UC Saros in net. So I don't know who that is, number 32. I guess I'll find out. I think it just flashed up on the screen, but I didn't quite get a chance to read it. Evangelista takes a big hit from Jeremy Lauzon. Lauzon bounces the puck to the corner, comes out to Evangelista, and a big save by Hill, a lot better than he did IRL yesterday. Giving up 3 goals on 3 shots, that is just unacceptable. I'm sorry, but it is. Granted, I've never played goalie in my life on a professional level, but still, I would definitely think that giving up 3 goals on 3 shots is going to make anybody upset. Predators with a couple of great chances. Here's Evangelista in again. And a save made by Hill on a nice passing play by the Predators. Try to say that 3 times fast. Passing play by the Predators. Passing play by the Predators. Passing play by the Predators. Dorofeev with a hit along the wall. Eric Haula gets it to the Preds captain, Roman Josi. Stamkos knocked off the puck by Jeremy Lauzon. Or excuse me, by Noah Hannafin. Hannafin trying to bring it down the wall, but it's quite the battle for it here, and somehow a penalty wasn't called. I'm shocked. I thought there was going to be a cross-check in there. Saved by Hill, and he will get a whistle. And if you heard that clicking in the background before I started saying anything, I was trying to set up the webcam. As you can see, it is not successful, as this webcam is a complete piece of shit. Anyway, enough about that. Carlson to the front of the net, denied by the Predators netminder. Pass across, now up the right side to William Karlsson, excuse me. See, that's the problem with having a Karlsson on either one of your teams. It's hard not to get them mixed up sometimes. I'm also doing this, from having a long week, more or less busy work week until today, surprisingly. But still, that's why I'm streaming about an hour earlier than I normally would. But you got to take the time when you can get it. And also, I know this game is on Saturday, as is the Penguins game rather, against Winnipeg. But I got time with Dawson this weekend, so got to fit the stream in when I can. So just think, you get the real game before it happens. I'm just joking. Man, if the real game for Vegas against Utah happened the way mine did, I'd be very happy with a 9-0 win. Instead, we run a 4-0 loss, and Dawson is a Mammoth fan, so I know I'm going to hear about it as soon as he gets here. So, got to make the best of it. 7:45, give or take, left in the first period. Still waiting for the game's first goal. Puck carried right back in. Ivan Barbashev trying to dance his way in. Got the rebound and let it go. But still kept out by this mystery goaltender wearing 32 in yellow. Because again, I have no idea who that is. think the first name said Matt, but that's about all I got. Eichel with a backhand chance on the side with a net save. Rebound turned away as well. Is this just a random third-string goaltender, or is this the actual Preds backup? Like, I have no idea who this guy is. But he's stopping everything, so whoever he is, he's good so far. Eichel with a shot, it got blocked. Eichel has it again. Definitely feeling like Smashville right now. To the net! And it's Matt Murray, okay. Huh. Wow, if this is the Matt Murray that I think it is, he is channeling the 2016-17 Pittsburgh Penguins version of himself right now. And good for him. Scores as I say that. Ivan Barbashev gives the Golden Knights a 1-0 lead. Ivan the Terrible off the post and in. And I've got a question for you. How much does a polar bear weigh? Enough to break the ice, baby. It's 1-0 Vegas. And I will try to get the camera issue sorted out during the first intermission if I can. If not, please forgive me. I'm sure you guys know at this point in time that this is a human-generated channel, which is probably why I don't get as many views as I would like. Shot by Marner! Oh, it's also because I don't really promote, but we don't need to talk about that. Save made by Hill as the Predators look for the equalizer toward the end of the period. And Mitch Marner cuts back, denied by Murray. Sets up the one-timer and floats into the stick of the former Golden Knight, Nick Hay. And Michael McCarron, who is a Minnesota Wild now, if I'm not mistaken. But either way, Golden Knights 1-0 after one. Let's see if we can get this thing to actually do what it's supposed to. And then I will jump into the stats, which you guys can see on the screen. I mean, I can too, surprisingly. But I got to get this fixed first. All right, that looks better. Hi, everybody. All right, take a look at the stats after one period of play. Shots on goal, 11-6 in favor of the Golden Knights. Hits 10-5. Passing percentage, 87 to 77. Well, there's a .8, but still. Face-offs tied at 2. That's going to probably get a lot worse before it gets any better. But hey, tied, I will take that going in. And also, see if the camera will maintain for 2 periods then. But I doubt it, because again, like I've said, this camera's a piece of shit. But either way, 20 minutes down, 40 minutes up. See if the Golden Knights can extend the lead in the second. And the Predators win the opening draw at period number 2. And they look to bring it in. Philip Forsberg. Not the most famous Forsberg to play for the Predators, one would argue, but he's definitely had a better career as a Predator than the aforementioned Peter Forsberg did. Of course, everyone knows Peter Forsberg for his time in Colorado, but he was a Predator, I believe, on one occasion for sure, but I believe twice. I know he was also a Flyer as well, but we don't talk about that, because we don't talk about the Flyers on this channel unless we absolutely have to. Ivan Barbashev connects with Braden McNabb. McNabb cuts to the net, denied by Murray. What a save! And if it is indeed the 2-time Stanley Cup champion Matt Murray, he has really come to play. But if it's the other Matt Murray, I mean, he's doing well too, because there are 2 of them. Because I know the Stanley Cup champion Matt Murray plays for Seattle. And this Matt Murray, it does appear to have a Predators uniform, so I think it is a different guy. But it's just funny how, you know, names can be so common sometimes that you literally have two guys with the same first and last name that play the same position in the NHL. But I mean, Matt and Murray is pretty common. And I mean, for those that know me, no secret, my name is Justin Miller, which is about as common as you could get. So I understand that. Matter of fact, there's another Justin Miller in Thunder Bay selling a motorhome, apparently. And I've gotten calls about it, so... or messages about it, sorry. And I'm telling you right now, blind guys don't drive motorhomes, so it's not me. Predators look to get it back in. Michael Bunting, who I believe also got moved. I don't remember where, but I think he got moved as well. Save made by Hill. Behind the net. And, well, the Knights trying to get it out. Jeremy Lazon, the former Predator, got it up to Mitch Marner. Marner with a chance, and it deflects off of Murray's stick and out of play. As we're nearly halfway through the game now. Here's the goaltending matchup. The other Matt Murray versus Aiden Hill. But the other Matt Murray is playing quite well. I can't deny that. Shot in front, denied by Murray. See? Prime example right there. He doesn't want to be called the other Matt Murray anymore. And that puck goes out of play. .10:49. As Carlson wins the draw, carried right back in by Riley Smith. Smith to the net, denied by Murray. Wraparound attempt from Eric. Oh, I did it again. William Carlson. There we go. Korzak with a shot into the pads of a Predator. And now I said pads of a Predator, not path, which I'm sure sounds like a serial killer documentary. Path of a Predator on A&E. Lozon with a chance off the pad of Murray. It has been all Golden Knights. And now William Karlsson sends it in. Left in front, scores! Stone! Let's go, Stone Cold Crazy, yo! As the Golden Knights are up by 2. What a space on that far side, and Mark Stone took full advantage of it. Another one draw for Nashville. Puck carried right back in by Ivan Barbashev. Barbashev trying to dance his way in, and he lost the puck. Puck carried right back in by Barbashev, knocked off his stick. Brady Shea, counted for Nashville. Down to McNabb with a bomb off the pad of Murray. Now Eichel with a chance, floats in. 5:09 remaining. As the Golden Knights have extended their lead to 2. Brayden McNabb gives the red line and sends it in. Oh, what a beautiful goal! Tomas Newton Ninja Hurdle, probably with the goal of the game, as the Golden Knights now lead 3-0. Oh, that was some nice stick handling. That was a sick stick, as it were. 33 goals on the year. Tomas Hertl with an absolute beauty. And the Golden Knights have extended the lead once again. Hey, Sherwood, I've got a Sherwood stick. It's one of the ones from Canadian Tire, so it's not very good, but I still have it. Which I'm going to be using in probably a little over an hour's time. As all Dawson's going to want to do is put on the pads and have me take shots at him, even though he plays as a defenseman, but he likes playing goalie when he's here, so. Back to the blue line. And Rasmus Andersson lets it rip. Goes off of Murray to the corner. Golden Knights keep it in. Deflected off the wall. Now back to the blue line once again. And that shot nearly got tipped on. But I think Eric Holla got in the way. And Per Engvall, who's now randomly a Nashville Predator. Oh, I think that's actually because of me. I forgot about that because I think that was the trade to get Cole Smith out of Nashville. So, and he's not even playing. But I had to make sure it was accurate. Anyway, 3-0 after 40 here on the VIG Lounge. Let's take a look at the rest of the stats. Shots on goal, 23-12. Nearly doubling the Predators in shots are the Golden Knights. And with hits, look at that. Parallel for both of them. That's very rare, but I like it. Passing percentage has gone down. We're still ahead, though. And the face-offs, Nashville's starting to pull away. We'll have to try to see if we can make up that gap, but I doubt it, as Mitch Marner takes a tumble on the ice. Now, 40 minutes down, 20 minutes up. Let's see what this third period has in store, as it's action coming at you here on the VIG Lounge. And that won't help my chances of getting better in the dot. Stamkos is in. Nice deflection by Stone. And he finds Eichel, who's been chased down by Yossi. Oh, and he just put it high. Maybe Eichel thought he had more time than he actually did. I don't know what happened there exactly. But... Oh, and the Predators score. As Philip Forsberg uses that quick release zone ability that everybody seems to have to get the Predators on the board. It's 3-1. And Hill was a bit scrambly there. And I honestly hope that they start Schmid against Nashville. Because I'm sorry, with a performance like that, Aiden Hill does not deserve to start the next game, in my opinion. Theodore gets the goal right back! Shade ain't so, Theodore scored! Golden Knights lead continues to grow. And I believe that is now 3 games, maybe 4 games in a row, where Shea Theodore has found the back of the net. And, of course, with it being 4-1 after the Predators scored and we got it right back, you better believe we're now returning to our regularly scheduled program, as it is 4-1 Vegas early in the third. Another one draw for Nashville. Mark Stone fires one. And you know what? Maybe I'll try doing the grip on the right, because I keep doing backhands with righties because I suck with face-offs with right-handed players. So let's see if that'll work. I don't know, but let's try it. Well, can't try it on this truck with Hertl, but either way, that was an easy draw. Went back to Theodore off the pad of Murray. Theodore. And the puck is dumped in. Now by Pavel Dorfield. Predators get it back. Bit of a jostle, not enough to knock the puck away. Now they do. And puck is softly chipped in by Noah Hannafin. Hit on Nick Hague, former Golden Knight. Brandon Saad knocked off the puck. The Predators had it, then gave it away. Last shift, I gave you the puck, and on the very next play, you took it away. Oh, it was probably one of the dumbest things I've ever done, and I should have done it at Christmas, but I didn't think of it until now. Carlson on the John Murray with a great save. Here I am singing like an idiot. Taking a look at Philip Forsberg. We don't need to see that. We know he scored. Good on you. Oh, wait, did I say Peter Forsberg? Jeez. I was talking about him earlier, to be fair. Sorry, Philip Forsberg. Save made by Murray. And we're taking a look at Aiden Hill. I cannot take that song seriously thanks to South Park. If you know, you know. If you don't know, don't worry about it. Predators get it back. Crunch toward along the wall. Vegas looking to get it out. Chips it to the corner. And Barbashev finds Eichel, who's a wee bit in the clear, and Murray had the answer with the left pad. Under 9 minutes to go here in the third. What a save by Hill, rebound score. Paula, if you hear me, Eric Paula has the Predators within 2. And both the Predators' goals just really took advantage of Aiden Hill being out of position. And we're on a bit of a broken play. And here I am talking about wanting to... Wow, how is that not a penalty? Like, Jack Eichel got absolutely bodied right off the draw, and I don't think anybody had the puck yet, but whatever. Nobody wants the puck, apparently. Big drive handled by Hill. Good recovery. Up now to Mitch Marner. To the net, denied by Murray. Golden Knights answer again! Viva Mitch Marner! Viva Mitch Marner! And the Golden Knights are back up by 3. It's 5-2. Man, imagine how much harder this game would be if we had to deal with Saros. Mark Stone and Mitch Marner now both with 78 points. Puck carried in by Marner. Marner trying to dance his way through, and he couldn't do it. A little over 3 minutes left. Oh, what a hit by Saad. I mean, if they're not going to call dangerous hits for me, or on, for my players, then I'll take them for the Predators too. It doesn't matter. Stamkos with a chance. Deflected off a stick. And Riley Smith will chip it in. Collected along the wall. Pops out in front. What a save by Murray. And Rasmus Anderson lets it go off the pad of Murray as well. Down to the final minute of the third. Predators have made it close twice. But the closest they've got is being down by 2. And they nearly were again there. Carried in now by William Karlsson. Karlsson trying to drift his way in. Crunched along the wall. And that goes right onto the stick of Korzak. Tried to get a pass up there, but wasn't going to be. Way to beat out the icing, though. Ivan Barbashev with a chance. Rebound went behind the net. Back out to the blue line. Jeremy Lauzon with a bomb. And he couldn't score either. And that's it. The Vegas Golden Knights put the Nashville Predators away with a score of 5-2. 5 different goal scorers finding the back of the net for Vegas. I'd say the goal of the night has to go to Tomas Hertl, because that was just a thing of beauty. But what matters most? Golden Knights have another win in the Western Conference and continue their torrid pace in this playthrough. Yep, my version of the Golden Knights are playing a lot better than the ones IRL, but of course I'm still going to support them, and I certainly hope that they can turn it around and get into the playoffs, but no more giving up 3 goals on 3 shots. You hear me, Aiden? Let's take a look at the rest of the stats before we wrap things up. Shots on goal, 35-23 in favor of the Golden Knights. Hits doubled exactly, 32-16. Look at me. I can fake being good at basic math. Passing percentage, slight edge to the Golden Knights. We'll take it. Got dummied in the face-off dot. We will not take that, but we're used to it around here. And no penalties to speak of in this entire game, which surprises me because it was pretty physical. But what matters most, 5 goals at even strength, and another win for the VGK. Thank you all for tuning in to this episode of the VIG Lounge. I have been the Visually Impaired Gamer, 1987. Until next time, I bid you adieu. Have yourselves a fabulous Friday, everybody.